My name is Andy Taylor, and I am the Vice Chairman for the Board of Trustees for Southeastern Seminary.
And I'm Laurie. I'm Andy's wife, and we've been married for 32 years, and our oldest son, Seth, is 25, and we're here to share a little bit about his journey.
For about the first 10 years of Seth's life, we had no communication with him.
By the time he was about 2 years old, we knew that there was something atypical with him, and so we had him tested, and by the time he was 2, we knew he had autism. He never developed verbal communication, so he is a non-speaker, and we have pretty much spent his entire life trying to find ways to communicate with him, trying to find ways to help him live in a world that is hard for him.
At the time, we were living in Hawaii when I was stationed with the Army, and we saw a little program on 60 Minutes about a woman in Austin, Texas, who had a son that was very, very similar to Seth, and that she had been teaching him how to use a letterboard to spell, to communicate. We'd tried so many different therapies. We just decided we wanted to try this. We happened to be coming home, and so we scheduled an appointment, and we took him to this woman, and within the first 5 or 10 minutes, he was spelling things, and it's the first time we'd ever had any real communication with him. Seth recently, now we're 15 years down the road, recently found a group at a therapy clinic, an autism clinic, that are also non-speakers, that are also attempting to use the letterboard to spell with their families. And they call themselves the Speller Bros. And so as Seth was doing this, and he's starting to actually have friends and make relationships with these guys, God puts on Seth's heart that he wants to lead a Bible study.
We were at a group session with all the Speller Bros, and they were each taking their turns talking. And one of them was talking about how he wanted to go into neuroscience or something. And Seth said, well, I want to go to seminary. And that was the first time we heard that. And so I asked him why, and then that's when he said he wanted to teach a Bible study to the guys.
To the Speller Bros.
And the guys were excited about it.
Basically, I just said to him, if you're serious about this, Seth, I think that we need to explore different options that we could do this. So I've been friends for some time with Dr. Scott Pace at Southeastern, and at the time when this happened, I was on the Board of Trustees, still am, and I texted Scott and told him what was going on, and Dr. Pace just said, let's give it a shot. I said, now you realize he'll have to do his homework or his quizzes, his tests, whatever. He has to do it by spelling on the spelling board, and he said, let's just give this a shot. And so we enrolled, and he just finished his first class. Class, theology.
Christian theology. And he's working on
now he's in hermeneutics.
Hermeneutics now.
Yeah, with Dr. Aiken. So that's cool.
Yeah. What's fun too is that in his therapy sessions, one of the things he does with his practitioner is they have a blog. He said he wanted to do a blog. And so he's written a few posts on the blog now. And for his second post, he wanted to put his testimony on there. Mm-hmm. And so just that day when we decided to write his testimony here, I was like, okay, Seth, let's write your testimony. We had just finished the lesson in Christian theology about the Holy Spirit. And so he goes through his testimony about how he received Christ. And at the end, he writes this entire part about the Holy Spirit, what the Holy Spirit does for him, how it helps him, how it gives him comfort, how it helps him know that, he has hope beyond whenever this life is over. So it was neat to see him incorporate just that one class into what he wrote that particular day.
Yeah. The thing I think that has been amazing about Seth and his journey with Southeastern is The DNA of Southeastern really is wrapped up in that one word that you see everywhere on campus, which is go. Seth sees himself as a missionary in a sense, and that his seminary is training to do this. We didn't know if this would be possible or if he would really be suitable for him. But Southeastern and the way that the Go certificates are structured has just been the perfect answer for our son who has autism to be able to continue to answer the call of God on his life.
I think this certificate program from Southeastern is really giving him confidence. And, we've discovered that he likes to write. He's a really good writer. Mm-hmm. And so then the material from Southeastern is giving him content and is giving him tools so that he can write. And who knows, maybe through his blog, be able to spread the gospel to who knows how many people. And for anyone else who's out there who wonders if this might be a good fit, you know what? Give it a try.
Yeah.
There's so many ways that you can modify things if you need to slow things down or provide some assistance. But it's worth a try because it's been a life-changing thing for Seth, for sure.